I never believed in ghosts. I scoffed at the idea of spirits lingering in the mortal realm, haunting those unfortunate enough to cross their paths. That was until I moved into the old Victorian house on Elm Street. What was meant to be a fresh start quickly turned into a nightmare I could never have anticipated. The house had an eerie atmosphere, as if it held secrets from a long-forgotten past. From the moment I stepped foot inside, I felt an unshakable sense of unease. The creaking floorboards whispered stories of the darkness that lay hidden within its walls. As the days turned into weeks, strange occurrences became a daily ordeal. Objects would inexplicably move from their original places, doors would slam shut without any wind, and a bone-chilling coldness would grip the air, even in the dead of summer. One night, while lying in bed, I heard faint whispers echoing through the house. The voices were indiscernible, but their sinister tone sent shivers down my spine. I convinced myself it was just my imagination, that my fears were playing tricks on me. But deep down, I knew something was terribly wrong. Sleep became an elusive companion as the haunting grew more malevolent. I would wake in the middle of the night to find a shadowy figure standing at the foot of my bed. Its eyes glowed with an otherworldly intensity, watching me with a hunger I could feel deep in my soul. Desperate for answers, I sought the help of a local historian. He revealed the house's dark past, recounting the tragic tale of a family who once lived within these walls. They had been tormented by a malevolent spirit that drove them to madness and ultimately claimed their lives. The spirit was said to be that of a vengeful witch, her restless soul bound to the house, forever seeking retribution. Armed with this knowledge, I delved into research, determined to find a way to rid myself of this paranormal torment. Countless sleepless nights were spent poring over ancient texts and seeking the guidance of spiritual experts. They spoke of ancient rituals and cleansing ceremonies, but none were foolproof or without risk. The nights grew darker, and the entity's presence grew bolder. It no longer confined itself to shadows and whispered taunts. It started to physically assault me, leaving deep scratches on my body, evidence of its malicious intent. I was trapped in a waking nightmare, my every breath a struggle against an invisible enemy. In a desperate bid for salvation, I decided to perform a ritual I had discovered in an ancient grimoire. Armed with candles, sage, and incantations, I prepared myself for a battle against the supernatural. As the moon reached its zenith, I lit the candles and began reciting the incantation, my voice trembling with a mixture of fear and determination. The room grew heavy with anticipation, and the air crackled with energy. Shadows danced upon the walls, their sinuous forms threatening to swallow me whole. Just as I felt my strength waning, a blinding light erupted in the room. The entity screeched in anguish, its form dissipating like smoke in the wind. Relief washed over me as the oppressive atmosphere lifted, leaving behind an eerie calmness. Weeks turned into months, and I cautiously began to rebuild my life. The house remained haunted, but the spirit had been banished, weakened by the ritual. I knew I would never truly be free from the horrors I had experienced, but I had survived. To this day, I still bear the scars of that encounter, a constant reminder of the darkness that can lurk within the world. I have learned that some things are best left undisturbed, that there are forces beyond our comprehension. The shadows may fade, but the memories of that horror will forever remain etched in my soul.